Hey girl, how are ya? You know, we're just out here chilling, eating a bag of chips or whatever. Today we are making the biggest hot Cheetos your little eyes have ever seen. We're making gigantic hot Cheetos. I'm excited to show you guys this recipe. It definitely was a lot of behind the scenes research and trying to figure out the perfect recipe. But we got it. And I'm here today to show you how to make DIY giant hot Cheetos. If you guys want to see how I made these gigantic jumbo hot Cheetos, then stick around. Let's get straight into this video. First things first, onto the prep work, because there's a lot of prepping that goes on to make these hot Cheetos. So we experimented with different recipes because it's not just about the look, it's also about the taste. There is 2 recipes that we came down to that we really like. There's one that is the closest to the Cheeto, and then there's another one that's really cool that still involves Cheetos, but it's more of like a cheese stick. I'm gonna show you what I did with that one just so you guys can see how cool it looks, but that's not the one we're actually doing. So what we did with the giant Cheeto cheese stick was I took the recipe from TikTok. We combined 3 blocks of mozzarella cheese together, and then we dipped it in the egg, and then the flour in the egg, flour, egg, flour. We went back about 5 times in each because it's so big we want it to be extra crispy. And then finally we dipped it in hot Cheetos, crushed hot Cheetos, and we fried it. The one that we're gonna do for the rest of the Cheetos is the closest to the Cheeto that it's gonna get. We tried to do hot Cheetos from scratch, and that was like a big fail. I didn't realize how hard it would be to make a freaking Cheeto, even like a regular size. There was like these like keto ones that looked like straight up egg. It was like a flimsy looking egg. It was just a lot of trial and error. We tried different ones using that, and somehow they always like look like bread or egg. It just didn't look like actual crispy hot Cheetos. At that point I was like, this from scratch recipe is just not gonna work. So we tried mixing up like different spices, and they were bomb. They did taste like spicy and stuff, but like nowhere near actual hot Cheeto taste. So we came down to the conclusion that we were gonna use actual hot Cheetos, but not just actual hot Cheetos, using churros on the side. So this is a duro slash chicharron slash churro. This is the thing, we also call them churros, but churros are also like the churros, you know, so it's like, it's hard to explain it, but we call them noodles, churros, same thing. This is basically used a lot like in the Mexican culture. They have the wheels, there's these, and they're freaking delicious, so good. Like to us, it's like our chips. So I thought, why don't we combine that with hot Cheetos? Like, will that work? We tried it out, and we got the closest it's gonna get to an actual hot Cheeto. This is so bomb. I kind of want to make it like on other days. It's like different from hot Cheetos, but it's like the hot Cheeto taste, the crunch and everything. First things first, we need to fry up the noodles. So we have these bigger ones, the sheet ones, like these right here are the ones that you prepare with a bunch of other food on top of it. It's like a heart attack, but it's delicious. And then there's these smaller ones over here that kind of look like, I don't know, the closest I could like compare the two is like worms or peanuts. We wanted to use a mix of both just because why not? These look easier to crush and these are huge, so best of both worlds. And then we crush them. We're also gonna crush up some hot Cheetos on the side. It's gonna be a mix of both. The noodles and the hot Cheetos together taste incredible. Be careful. Oh, it smells so good. Like, it smells amazing.
Like churros, huh?
They're so good. Even by themselves, without the chile, without the lemon. All right, we're gonna set this to the side. Now I'm gonna crush up my hot Cheetos. I'm using this giant smasher thing for the beans. All right, we got our crushed Cheetos, we got our crushed Duros. It's so tempting not to just eat them like this. I used to do this when I was little, like when I had like the hot Cheetos, I still do it. Like crush them up and like eat them with like dust. They were so freaking good. Now I'm gonna put this to the side, and I'm actually gonna get started on the measurements for the cheese, because the cheese is gonna hold them together, and also some egg whites. Now we're moving on to the eggs, and we're gonna add some color to this as well. Some food coloring to make it look extra red. All right, now we're gonna mix everything up together. So we're gonna pour in our chips, and I'm taking this container. It's actually a chafing dish. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think I'm underestimating the size of this. The cheese, we're adding it because we want something to hold it together. The crumbs on their own would be nearly impossible to hold up on their own. So we're adding cheese and the egg. I'm probably gonna have to find a bigger container once I add the egg. It is a little bit hard to mix because I feel like I can't really get in there. Way better. I'm gonna start making my Cheetos. Hey, Squish.
Oh.
I'm not filming a video or anything. It's all good. Looks great. I need to taste this. It smells incredible. I honestly think that Cheetos should collab with Duros because they taste so freaking good together. This is crazy, you guys. So Mara tried it the other day and she's like, yo, I feel like I would make this, like actually make this. So if you want to make yourself one hot Cheeto, like one big one, and share it with your family, it's different than hot Cheetos because it has the Duros in there. I don't even know how to explain it, but it's a bomb recipe within itself. Gonna go in with my eggs that I colored. We're gonna mix all that together. And this is the mix that's gonna hold up together as a Cheeto. I'm testing it to see if I'll be able to mold it. Think we will. I have some parchment paper down right here. I put 4 down because that's what we're starting off with. And I'm gonna start molding it on here. I'm just gonna take some with my hands, like that. And I'm gonna start molding my Cheeto. Okay. Like, trying to make perfect Cheeto. So this is the size we're going for right here. Time to start rolling this up. I also want to dip them in Cheetos one last time, but before I do that, I actually have to go ahead and put this in the freezer because if I start to roll it up right now, it'll just fall apart and crumble. So I'm gonna start rolling this up because it's gonna go in the freezer. As I'm rolling it, I'm also trying to shape it a little bit. I'm gonna put them in foil. So I'm gonna take my Cheeto, roll it up in here. I just want it to be sturdy enough so that it doesn't fall apart. All right, so this is one Cheeto that we have down. Another one down. Third Cheeto. You guys, I don't know how big this looks to y'all, but these things are pretty massive. Bam. Can we just talk about these Cheeto fingers? It's like Cheeto finger heaven, except
There's egg batter.
there's egg in it, so I'm just kidding. You guys. Okay, now that I've shaped them up, I'm gonna make some more off camera real quick, and then we're gonna freeze them. So I'm gonna pop these in the freezer, for about an hour or 2, and we'll be right back. All right, so I'm actually gonna go ahead and open these up. They've sat in the fridge for about 10 minutes. It hasn't been long, but we're not ready to fry them. I'm actually gonna go ahead and dip these in one last coat of Cheetos. I was gonna do it after it froze, but we totally just remembered that we actually tried this a couple days ago and it didn't stick as well once it was frozen. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do it right now that it's still not frozen. Oh my gosh, look at all those oils from the cheese coming to the surface. I'm gonna do a light coat of egg. Oh, and just place them right on there. Get it nice and coated for the Cheetos. I'm just gonna coat the sides. I'm kind of like shoving it in there as well. The good thing is that we're also gonna roll it back up after, and the rolling is really gonna, you know, get them in there. These are just getting thicker and thicker. I'm gonna go ahead and coat the rest of these with Cheetos, and I'll go ahead and stick them back into the freezer. Ooh. So now it's time to fry these up, and I'm so scared because I feel like, what if they fall apart completely? We're gonna test this out with this one, and it's one of the fattest ones that I'm really scared if it falls apart. We're actually gonna try to put it in with a foil. Let's do it.
What if they fall apart completely?
It's a little harder than we thought. Some of them are losing bits, some of them are falling apart. This is a good example of what I'm talking about. It is absolutely delicious, I will say that, but we are not losing hope. I was afraid this would happen, I was hoping it wouldn't. But for the most part, like, we haven't messed them up too much. So I'm hoping to salvage as much as we can. I just hope they don't all fall apart, because then I'm like, no, that can't happen. That would be a fail. If I'm gonna do all of this, I'm gonna make a hot Cheeto bag. We thought about doing this actually, using this shirt and maybe just cutting the sleeves off, but I was like, well, I wanna wear the shirt for the video because like it goes with the hot Cheetos, so we decided that we were gonna print this. So we went online, found a PNG of a hot Cheeto bag, and we blew it up on Photoshop, so made it really big. That way it wasn't like super pixelated once we printed it out. We printed it on glossy paper, by the way, because we want that like metallic look. We stuck all the images together, finally cut everything up, used a combination of glue and tape to get the seams as perfect as we could so that it could fit like a puzzle. No little edges, you know, we want it to look like a seamless picture. So we did that, finally cut everything out, and this is what we're left with. Okay, we have the bag. Let me back up to show you guys how amazing and gigantic this bag is. I was honestly scared because I was like, how the heck are we gonna make something so big? We cut it out and this is our giant bag. There is two sides, the front and the back. Yes, you don't get to see the back, but we didn't wanna just do the front. We might as well go big or go home. We've already been filming for days. So let's give it our all. This is huge, you guys. I mean, I don't think I could fake this with editing, y'all. Like, look at this. And we have some foil, just like Hot Cheetos would have. Let's try to figure this out. Let's tape this together, put this in there, and finally get our Cheetos in there. Slide it in right there. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and tape this down right here, right at the very top first. We have the hot Cheeto bag ready. She's a big girl. It's time to put the Cheetos, the hot Cheetos, into the bag. The hot Cheetos are going in the bag. It's happening. Am I dreaming? Somebody pinch me. Here are our Cheetos. Some of them ranging from, you know, jumbo, but like regular jumbo. And then of course we got, you know, the big boys, like these over here that are the size of my freaking torso. Well, can you imagine me being this skinny? Wow. This is just insane. Like, they're so big. And let me tell you that not only are they huge, but they're actually functional because they're so bomb. Let's give this a little taste test. This recipe is so freaking good because it's not exactly Hot Cheetos. It tastes like Hot Cheetos, it does.
Let me try one.
It tastes like Hot Cheetos, obviously. But it has that taste of the churros and the cheese. I know that this is like a crazy video and you think, you know, like the point of it is just for the looks and everything, but I promise you that this recipe is bomb. Like, it's different and delicious. The mix of the churros with the cheese, best combo ever. Like, I will actually make this recipe here and there, just making a jumbo little Cheeto and splitting it up with a family. It is so freaking good. Even my mom, actually, when we were testing it, she was tasting it. She's like, yo, this tastes like some kind of like hot Cheeto bread, but like extra crispy. So good. We did it. We actually did it. Some of them would like break on us. Like this one, the end broke off. You guys, just holding this up, like, oh my gosh. So yeah, this one broke off. I mean, it's only like as big as my head. No big deal. Girl, you are so good. So unhealthy, but delicious. It's amazing. I am so proud of how these came out, you guys. I really did think at one point we're like, it's not gonna work out the way we think it is. And it did. Really, that's all that fits? Dang, they're that big? Oh my gosh, yo, these are so big, you guys. Like, they're just gigantic. I feel like these Cheetos are bigger than I actually even anticipated. Like, I think I'm actually gonna frame this hot Cheeto bag or just like slap it on the wall somewhere. Gotta make some room in my fridge, girl. Maybe freeze these up. And that is it for these giant hot Cheetos. I can't even leave them in the bag because like they're so heavy that they'd probably rip through this. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to comment down below, what are your favorite types of chips or Cheetos? Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you're having a fantastic day. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.